What's up guys, we're back to business with our giant road bikes, and today we're talking about the Aero Raceland, not the triathlon time trial bikes, which is the Trinity, but Aero Race, which is all-rounder, good for climbing, for just anything, but more aerodynamic oriented. So that's the choice of some really good sprinters. Now there is one issue we have to address, one thing I'm concerned about and one thing I don't fully understand with this model. So any comments from those Propel owners will be highly appreciated, and it can really help a lot for those looking for such a bike. So we have 4 models here, 3 of those are made of carbon. You may already know what this means from our episode about the TCR model. And one is made of aluminum. Let's start with this one, because when you see SLR, that means the highest grade of aluminum used or produced by Giant. It's so-called Alu XX SLR aluminum frame with all that triple budding, mechanical shaping, hydroforming, everything that is available for aluminum their design. There you go, you've got it here. Both bikes, both models with different components will have same frame set with full carbon fork, and the fork is also in the overdrive 2 system, and that means that we've got a huge 1.5 inch bottom bearing and 114 the upper one. So this is really stiff for cornering, for sprinting. It's something really cool. So both bikes will have those systems. This frame will be stiff, will be quite light, but still cheaper than the carbon one. Now, one thing I'm concerned about is the cable routing here. Of course, we've got one housing going to the front brake, the other one goes that way to the rear brake, and here we've got the shifting cables. And I'm not sure whether it's really good choice, like saving, I don't know, 1 watt for the sake of aerodynamics, and having those curves here. It's like this housing has to go down, then it goes up again, then it goes down again, and it takes another turn to go with the main tube down here, and then up here and up and down to the rear derailleur. I'm not sure about it, guys who use this, because it may work with some high quality housings, in my opinion. Just let us know. The cable routing is super important. I didn't notice that when I was buying my Cat 10 bike. Now I would notice that, because you can even see it that the cable routing should be just really clean. So Propel owners, let us know in the comment section. Let's go to the carbon bikes here. These are Advanced Pro and Advanced SL. Advanced SL, that's the one made of Advanced SL grade carbon fiber, and it's only for this model, so not for Pro and not for this non-Pro model. You can find those infos right here. Advanced SL grade composite with integrated seat post, and also same grade composite for the fork, which is also overdrive 2 steerer, so tapered overdrive, like oversized, really cool. I'm not fan of press fit. All those models will share press fit system for the bottom bracket. And here the cable routing here is different, but still this one goes like from up here, from the top. It's no issue for the Di2 system, but for those mechanical systems, I don't know, I'm not sure about it. And then one issue here is the brakes. We've got here those Giant Speed Control SL brakes with titanium bolts. As you can see, those are hidden behind the fork and just there in the rear triangle. These are like mini V brakes, and quite many owners would complain about rubbing, like those braking pads rubbing against the wheels, and they say it's not that easy to adjust, sometimes just impossible, and if you go like up the hills, those wheels will rub against the brakes. For some guys it's maybe not an issue. For myself, like purchasing bike for thousands of dollars and having such standard, like basic issue is not something I would like to have, so let us know as well. If you go for the support here on the Giant's website and owner's manuals, that will be the first one that pops up here. That's the Propel brake setup tips, and they will help you to make a right setup of those brakes for your bike so that you can minimize the issue. But I'm not sure you can just fully like fix this issue. So that's one thing you should be aware of when purchasing Giant Propel bike. That's it. Alright, so we know that this model Advanced SL is made of the best carbon that Giant has available, and then Advanced Pro and Advanced will share the advanced grade carbon for the frame set with one not even minor difference. The Advanced Pro, which is the mid level of the carbon bike here, will have full carbon fork with the Overdrive 2 system. So we have full composite fork, Overdrive 2 steerer, once more 1.5 inch and 1/14 inch bearings, stiff, great for cornering and sprinting. And this basic carbon bike will not have Overdrive 2 system and will not have full carbon fork. It will have the aluminum steerer with Overdrive, not Overdrive 2. So those bearings will be in tapered system, but those will be smaller. The bottom one will have 1/14 inch and the upper one 1/18. So that's something that we should really consider. And when we look at those mechanical equipped bikes, mechanical group sets, you can still see this curve here. I don't like it very much, so I really like to hear from those who own those bikes. Okay, once more, the highest grade of aluminum for the Propel SLR and the full carbon fork with Overdrive 2 steerer, which is even better than the basic of the carbons. Propel Advanced SL, the best grade for both the frame and the fork, and we do have the integrated seat post here. Those two advanced grade carbon with aluminum steerer for Advanced and full carbon fork for Advanced Pro. And the issue is the brakes, those mini V brakes, so you should just check that out before you purchase the bike. And this cable routing for the shifting housing, I'm not sure about it. Now, one thing I don't understand here is when we compare the geometries of those four, it's the same, because that's the same model, that's the aerodynamic oriented, that's cool, so you don't have to be worrying that any of this will like stand out badly. But when we compare Advanced SL, so I mean those Propel models, to the TCR, which is not aero oriented, which is like, you know, racing machine, more maybe for climbing even, we will see that for the same size, which will be slightly different, because medium large is 54.5 for the Propel and 53.5 for TCR, but we will see that the reach for TCR is actually longer, and that stack is also smaller, because this one is higher. So from what I understand, even if we look at the head tube, we've got 16.5 for TCR and 17 for Propel. So on Propel you will have higher bike and shorter, so you will be much more upright than on the lower bike and longer bike, which is the TCR. So normally when those manufacturers give us like aerodynamic oriented bikes, they will also try to put us in a bit more aerodynamic position. Here it's the opposite. So this one, which will be lighter and maybe more for climbing, has more aggressive position than the one that is aero oriented. So that's something I don't fully understand. If you've switched from any TCR to Propel, or maybe you've got two, let us know in the comment section. What do you think about this? Because I kind of don't understand it. Maybe just Giant went for philosophy that the bike should be as aero as possible for, you know, all-rounder, but maybe put the rider into a bit more neutral position. It's not the huge difference, but you will see the difference. The TCR is more aggressive than the Propel. So that's it, guys. Remember about those issues, the braking issues. Would like to hear from you about the housings here, those routing of those cables, and the geometry when comparing the Aero race and race bikes. Thanks for watching. I'm really looking forward to your comments below the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.